In this video, we're going to explain everything you need to know to travel to Zurich, the most complete video you'll watch today about this destination, with the best tips. So let's get started. Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland and the country's financial center. A lot of people think it's just a gray, boring business city and end up skipping it on their itinerary. This is a huge mistake. Zurich is a vibrant, sophisticated, incredibly organized city with one of the highest qualities of life in the world. It's a city with an emerald-colored lake, a charming old town, and surrounding mountains. Let's start with the main attractions. The places you can't miss. The number one attraction is the Altstadt, or Old Town. This is where you'll spend most of your time. It's divided in two by the Limmat River. The Niederdorf side is the liveliest, full of cobblestone alleys, artisan shops, cafes, and restaurants. The other side is the Lindenhof side, which is quieter and more upscale. The best thing to do is just walk around and get lost. It's completely free. Inside the Old Town, you must visit the iconic churches. The first is the Grossmünster. These are the twin towers that are the symbol of the city. Entry to the church is free, but the golden tip is to pay the 5 Swiss francs to climb the tower. The climb is long, but the view from the top of the river, the lake, and the city is spectacular. The second church, on the other side of the river, is the Fraumünster. It's famous for its spectacular stained glass windows created by artist Marc Chagall. To visit the windows, the ticket costs 5 Swiss francs. The third attraction is Lake Zurich. It's a huge emerald green lake with water so clean that people swim in it during the summer. The main activity here is to take a boat trip. There are short trips, about 90 minutes, which cost around 15 Swiss francs, and longer trips. If you have the Swiss Travel Pass, most of these public transport boats are free. The fourth attraction is Bahnhofstrasse. This is Zurich's main street, one of the most expensive and luxurious shopping streets in the world. It runs from the main train station down to the lake. The attraction here is to just walk, even if you're not going to buy anything. It's where you'll find the flagship stores of all the famous watch brands, like Rolex, Omega, and Patek Philippe, and the headquarters of the major Swiss banks. The fifth attraction, and one of the most fun, is the Lindt Home of Chocolate. It's not in the center. It's about a 20-minute bus or boat ride away to get there. Take bus line 165 or the BG line boat. It's an incredible experience. The ticket costs 15 Swiss francs. Inside, you learn about the history of chocolate, and at the end, there's a tasting room with white milk and dark chocolate fountains where you can eat all you want. Don't miss the 9-meter-tall giant chocolate fountain at the entrance. The sixth attraction is the Swiss National Museum, or Landesmuseum. It's located right next to the main train station, in a building that looks like a fairy tale castle. It's the best place to understand the history and culture of Switzerland, from prehistory to the present day. The ticket costs 10 Swiss francs, but entry is free for those with the Swiss Travel Pass. Finally, if you want the best view of the entire region, you need to go up Uetliberg. This is Zurich's local mountain at 870 meters high. To get there, you take the S-Bahn commuter train, line S10, from the main station. The journey takes 30 minutes. The train drops you almost at the top. The round-trip ticket costs about 18 Swiss francs. From the top, on a clear day, you can see the entire city, the whole lake, and the snowy peaks of the Alps in the distance. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and passes in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the Lindt Museum can have long lines. The most important pass here is the Swiss Travel Pass, if you're visiting other cities, or the Zurich card. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site, where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the Lindt Home of Chocolate Museum, the Zurich card, boat tours on the lake, and train passes to Lucerne or Interlaken, all at the best price. And you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great, like walking tours of Zurich's historic center. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: international travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, the good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, the car rental comparator, although we don't recommend it for Zurich, and the global account, to carry Swiss francs paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save this page to your favorites and use it when planning. It will make your trip much easier and save you a lot of money. When is the best time to visit Zurich? The best times are summer, from June to September, and winter in December. In the summer, the city comes alive. The days are long, the temperatures are perfect, and the main activity for locals is swimming in the lake and river. The city is full of outdoor bars. In winter, the city is cold, but in December it transforms with the Christmas markets. The market at the main train station, Hauptbahnhof, has a giant Christmas tree decorated with Swarovski crystals. Avoid the shoulder seasons like October, November, and April, which tend to be gray, cold, and rainy. And how many days to stay in Zurich? To see the essentials of the city, like the Old Town, the Lake, and Bahnhofstrasse, 2 full days are sufficient. But if you want to visit the Lindt Museum, go up Uetliberg, and explore the modern districts calmly, we recommend 3 to 4 days. 4 days even gives you time for a 1-day trip to Lucerne. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. Zurich is expensive, and lodging will be your biggest expense. The best area for tourists is the Altstadt, the Old Town, especially in the Niederdorf district. The advantage is the charm, the pedestrian streets, and the number of restaurants. You can do everything on foot. The disadvantage is the price and the noise at night. The second option, and our favorite for logistics, is to stay near Hauptbahnhof, the main train station. The advantage is that you can easily get from the airport and catch all the trains for your day trips. The area has many chain hotels and slightly better prices than the historic center. If you want something more modern and trendy, look in the Zurich West District. It's the former industrial district that became the city's hipster neighborhood, full of design shops, bars, and modern hotels. It's about a 10-minute tram ride from the center. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in the center or near the central station, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code on the screen and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. There's one that is very cheap and super well located near the central station, and another that's a bit nicer in the historic center. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. Now let's talk about transportation. How to get around Zurich. The news is great. Zurich's public transport is one of the best in the world, and you do not need a car. The best way to get around the center is on foot. The Old Town is compact. For longer distances, you'll use the tram, the blue electric streetcar, and buses. The system is integrated, punctual, and takes you absolutely everywhere. A single ticket costs about 4 francs and 50 cents. The best option is to buy the Zurich card. The 24-hour pass costs 27 Swiss francs, and the 72-hour pass costs 53 francs. It gives you unlimited travel on all trams, buses, S-Bahn trains, and even boats in the city region. And it also includes the trip from the airport. Plus, it gives you free entry or discounts at many museums. It's a great value. If you have the Swiss Travel Pass, the National Pass, all public transport in Zurich is already included. And a car? Do not rent a car in Zurich, ever. The traffic is restricted, parking is a nightmare and extremely expensive, costing over 50 francs per day. To get from the airport to the center, the train is the best option. It leaves from inside the airport, takes 10 minutes, and costs less than 7 Swiss francs. Mandatory documentation for travelers. To enter Switzerland, which is also part of the European Schengen area, you need 2 things. First, your valid passport, and second, travel insurance. Travel insurance in Europe is mandatory under the Schengen Treaty, with a minimum coverage of 30,000 euros. They can ask for proof of your insurance at immigration. We never travel without it. And in the link in the description, there's the comparator we use that always finds the insurance at half the price. And be aware, soon, an electronic travel authorization called ETIAS will also be mandatory, so check on that before you travel. Let's talk shopping. Switzerland is an absurdly expensive country. Zurich is not a cheap shopping destination. The focus here is luxury, and quality. Bahnhofstrasse is where you'll find all the luxury watch stores you can imagine, like Rolex, Omega, Patek Philippe, and Bucherer. The other iconic purchase is chocolate. Don't leave without visiting the Sprungli Confectionery on Paradeplatz. It's the home of the famous Luxemburgerli, which are Swiss macarons. It's an institution. And of course, buy Lindt chocolate bars at the museum or in supermarkets. The Niederdorf street in the Old Town has craft shops and local boutiques, and the tax-free tip applies. The tax in Switzerland, VAT, is about 8%. You can request a refund on purchases over 300 Swiss francs in the same store. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps us a lot. Speaking of gastronomy, the Swiss-German food is hearty, based on potatoes, cheese, and meat. The most famous dish from Zurich is Zürcher Geschnetzelte. It's a dish of sliced veal cooked in a creamy mushroom sauce, served with rosti, which is a coarsely grated potato, fried in butter like a crispy pancake. It's delicious. You also have to try cheese fondue and raclette, which is the melted cheese scraped onto potatoes. For restaurant suggestions, for a quick and famous street food experience, go to Stern & Grill. It's a famous little spot that sells the best sausage in the city, the bratwurst, served with a bun and super spicy mustard. It costs about 10 Swiss francs. For a traditional dinner, to try the Zürcher Geschnetzeltes, Zeughauskeller is the most famous. It's a former armory, very touristy, but the food is great. A main dish costs about 35 francs. For a classic fondue, Swiss Chuchi is the most traditional place. A fondue for two costs about 60 Swiss francs. And how much does it cost to eat in Zurich? Prepare your wallet. Zurich is one of the most expensive cities in the world. A full Big Mac combo costs about 15 Swiss francs. A bottle of water at a restaurant can cost 7 francs. A beer costs 8 francs. The golden tip for saving money is shop at the supermarkets, like Coop and Migros. They are at the train stations and in the city center. They have high-quality pre-made meals, sandwiches, and salads at very good prices. A lunch from the supermarket costs about 15 to 20 francs. A dinner at the cheapest restaurant will be at least 40 to 50 Swiss francs per person. And the tip? Service is already included in the bill. Tipping is not mandatory, but it's common to round up. What about nightlife? The nightlife in Zurich is surprisingly lively. The Niederdorf district in the Old Town is full of bars and restaurants, but the epicenter of nightlife and clubs is the Langstrasse and Zurich West District. It's a more alternative and industrial area, full of clubs that stay open late. Traveling with kids? Zurich is fantastic for children. They will love the Lindt Home of Chocolate. It's the #1 attraction for them, with the chocolate fountain and the tasting. The Zurich Zoo is considered one of the best in Europe. The Swiss National Museum looks like a castle and has interactive areas. And of course, the boat trips on the lake in summer are guaranteed fun. Combining your trip? Zurich is the main transport hub in Switzerland. By train, you are just 50 minutes from Lucerne, a perfect day trip. You are 2 hours from Interlaken, the gateway to the Jungfrau region Alps. You are also less than 3 hours from Milan, in Italy. And you can take direct trains to Paris, in France, or Munich, in Germany. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to our channel to always travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much, and have a great trip.